Greetings and welcome back to smartwatchticks.com. Boy, ZEBLAZE is pumping them out. We have a new Btalk series watch, the Btalk 3. Now, the Btalks are the less expensive ones. They don't have the AMOLED screens, but they got all your basic functions in them. This one, we're about to unbox it. We'll let you know. You can pick it up for about $23 or so from Banggood. Now, this price is for new users and so forth. So check the show notes for a special coupon discount in addition to that. A lot of times these are flash sales. The price will go up and down depending on when you're watching the video, but we'll always try to get you the best price with one of our links. Banggood's got it. And, of course, ZEBLAZE on their official store on AliExpress has it available too, about $25 or so. And again, possible coupon discounts there. So what's in this one? It's a relatively small watch, so it's good for the ladies and thin wrist people. 1.39 inch Ultra HD IPS display. That means high definition, lots of pixels, but it's using the IPS rather than the AMOLED screen for the display. As most all of these new ZEBLAZE watches support Bluetooth calling and, of course, music streaming, and they're adding more and more health and sports features to each of them as well. Oftentimes this shows up in the app, and from the app it ties into the watch itself. This uses the DeFit app, which has its own features, and we'll take a quick look at that. Of course, we've got heart rate, blood oxygen, and blood pressure, I believe, in this one too, and Bluetooth 5.2, and that's just in the title. So skim it over. These are the different specs. Here are the languages that the app uses, the system languages, the message push languages that are supported. You've got these different information reminders related to phone calling. Then you've got all these different health functions in here as well, including female cycle tracking. And then these different sports modes. And like I said, there's about 100 of them. But that's not all. It's a two-sided piece of paper. You've got the daily smart features too, which include things like Find My Phone, Do Not Disturb, calendars, games. There's 4 different games in this watch. It has notification that swimming and showering are not supported, but it's IP68. We saw this on another ZEBLAZE watch. I guess some of them are being returned or having problems with swimming. So even though they spec it out as being waterproof for that, don't do it. It's best if you don't. Don't buy it if you plan on taking your watch swimming. Okay, 1.39 inch we talked about, 360 by 360 pixels. What else? A 230 milliamp hour battery. You get about 2 weeks of typical use, 7 days heavy use. You can voice talk for, 325 minutes and so forth. Some measurements, some materials, and that's it for the specs. Now, this is meant to just sit on a rack in a department store or at a grocery store, and it's priced at about that level too. So getting in it, you just simply open it up and pull out the case. Inside, you've got, coming out from the bottom, the charging wire, the watch itself with the bands already on it, a little cover, removable bands, speaker is right down there, you see that? And I guess microphone's probably here on the side, 2-pin connector for charging, and it's a simple little magnetic connector, USB on this side. Did we get it right? No. I always mess it up on TV. Whatever. Here we go. And we test the strength. Not really strong enough to hold it, but it does make its magnetic coupling. You got the sensors in the back there. Basic 2 buttons on it. And power button is right here. When we go deeper, you've got a little manual inside the box. Gives you basic stuff on how to turn it on. Enough to get started, and the rest of it you switch over and watch smartwatchticks.com, right? The DeFit app, the basic specs it says for it, and then we're off into different languages. Okay, let's play with it. We've got, it says classic design on the bezel, and a bit of a tachometer type of a look to it, going around the edges, a little blue triangle at the top. Press and hold the top button, give it a couple of seconds. It vibrated just now. ZEBLAZE logo comes up, and then it's going to switch into its default watch face, which is set right now for the one that's on the box. Really fine detail. It is high definition for the screen. When you swipe down, you get your basic controls: power level, date, time. You can have save power here. Theater mode puts it in a dim light. Quick timeout right now. Bluetooth calling, you find your phone. The brightness levels are shown here, and it's at about half brightness. Full brightness is like that, nice and bright, and there's all the way down. So we run it about right here to get the right color balance for the video. And then your overall settings. Now, after a while, when it connects, it'll give you your temperature, Fahrenheit or centigrade, pulled from the phone. When you tap here into the settings, it's mixing some apps in with settings, which is kind of strange. You got a stopwatch. You can't stop it and have it run in the background. I've already tested that. We'll save you some time going through all that. Alarms, countdown timers are supported here. You can set what you want and start. Then the brightness control we already saw. Here's where you can toggle the phone on and off, and it's a toggle from right here. So you can receive calls and make them from the watch through your phone, or not. When you turn it off, your phone will ring on the phone and not the watch itself. You also have this other area for audio Bluetooth on or off, which allows you to play music from your phone through the watch. We'll show you that. Phone reset and so forth. Vibration, ringing. The menu styles are whether you're in a text style like this or a grid view, and it looks like those are the only two. There's that theater mode again. Reset power off about, tells you it's the Btalk 3. And then the app, the QR code, but we recommend you use the link in the show notes, or just go to the Google Play Store and search for DeFit and download it that way. And that is all coming in under settings. All right, with me? Going up, messages sent from your phone would come up over here. When you go to the right now, you get this little pull-down panel. Shows you date and time, weather conditions once it syncs it up, and then the most recent apps that you've played with. Going over to the left, here's all of today's step count information, sleep information, and your workout information. Now, each of these can go deeper by touching it. Steps, calories, distance travel, steps over a 24-hour period. I've just got some simple data on here. I haven't worn it very much, just to give you an idea what it looks like. Sleep broken down from total to light and deep sleep, and the actual chart of sleep showing the light and deep, and your goal. 8 hours is mine, 7 hours and 23 minutes, and again the last 7 days record is right there. And then your workouts, which I haven't done any, but you can set walking, running, cycling. Any of these, you have goals that you can set on either time or distance, and there's several of them in here. And you notice swimming is listed, although in the specs it said they don't recommend swimming with it. So, yeah, use your judgment on that one. I really can't advise you one way or the other. If I were, I'd say don't swim with it. Here's your health information. You come in here, it vibrated. It's using green diodes to start taking your heart rate. And, of course, I don't have it on right now. But it'll show you your 24-hour heart rate data, midnight to midnight. And your average heart rate, pretty good for an inexpensive watch. Here's your blood pressure, same thing, it vibrated and is going in to take a reading with the green diodes. And again, it needs to be on. Shows you your range, and then these are the last 7 readings that are on here. And finally, or not finally, but next is blood oxygen. Vibrated, it's using red diode technology. Same kind of thing, it's going to show you. Well, I guess not. It's not showing you your last 7 readings, just basic. Then you get into stress, which is kind of fun. That uses green diodes. It's got to be worn properly. And when it's doing its thing, it'll go for about a minute or so, and it'll give you a number that shows you how stressed you are from 0 to 100. And minimum and maximum. I guess it scrolls after you've completed the process, but that'll all be there as well. So that's the second one in as you swipe through. Then you've got your phone calls, recent calls, the dial pad to place a call, and contacts when you're connected. This is Google or Siri for your voice assistant that you can call up. Weather in your area when it comes through, when you're paired. Remote shutter for your phone. And the built-in music player, which allows you to play music through the watch. We'll do that in just a moment. And then a breathing exercise. Inhale and exhale to relax. And I think that's it. So let's get back here and play some songs. I'll get things synced up for us. I like to cue up some music from YouTube so we can play it through the watch, give you a sample of what it sounds like. Touch the button. This is where your volume control is. Check it out. Listen. That's coming out the speaker here on the bottom of the watch. It's good and loud, nice rich sound. They've really worked out the details of how to get music and voice through the phone calls to play through the watches these days and sound really good. Plus have them water resistant to possibly waterproof. But that's everything. When you slide across and get you back here to the time, we can hold the button and go through some of the different watch faces. Here's another analog watch face. There's an interesting digital one showing you your step count and heart rate as well. Another analog one looks like this. And this is a downloadable one from the app. You have one that you can download from all of them that are there. I like this one. It really looks good at night. Now, to get to your apps, you press the top button once it's lit up. And boom, there you are. It's starting with your steps, sleep, heart rate, exercise, phone, blood pressure, blood oxygen, stress, weather. We saw all those as we paged through it. There's the AI voice and messages and shutter and player and breathing. So all of that whole first section, you don't even need to go to your apps. If you want to look at the games, you do, though. You've got Youngbird, 2048, Thunder, Battleship, and Hamster. So a good kids watch, a good introductory watch. Got some fun little games to play. Find Your Phone is there. Ladies, this is where you find your cycle information. You set it up in the app, and it'll tell you where you are in that process. You've got an onboard little calculator in here, too. You even got percentages on here, which is nice. How's it work? Kind of sensitive to get the buttons just right, but decent digits. It's readable. And then settings, and we already looked at all those that include stopwatch, alarm, and timer, and so forth. So that's pretty much it. Let's look at the app. Again, the Tethering app is called DaFit, and you get it from the Google Play Store. When you download it, install it, set it up with an account, and pair the watch to it, you'll land up in this first page, your home page, where you have your steps for the day. I'm running through this quick because we've reviewed this app many, many times. So just to show you a little bit about what it looks like. Last night's sleep time is shown here. Don't know why I didn't catch it for a while, but it does have the ability to give you rapid eye movement in numbers in here, which you don't see on the watch. So to get your full synopsis, including a sleep quality score, you want to definitely come into the app. Here's your heart rate, individual heart rates you can measure there, and your last several are shown. You can take a remote measurement as well from the app. You also have training. If you've done any training activity, it'll show you how many minutes you were in each of the different heart zones, okay? Separate from the individual heart rate and separate from continuous heart rate. Here's where you have the chart. It's not showing you when you touch it any information, but the basic overall chart against no numbers, so you just get a feel for how you're doing. Asleep, awake, heart analysis is in here as well. And that's day by day and weekly and monthly summaries. Blood pressures right here shows you systolic, diastolic, and your last 7. You can measure it remotely. You've got blood oxygen here. This gives you just a single reading here. You can take that measurement, and down here your last 7 times are also shown in a bar chart for it. It's not showing you continuous for either blood pressure or blood oxygen. They're instantaneous. Now, you do get continuous readings of stress. Again, no axis, but this is roughly 35, so that's about 50. That'd be 100. When you touch them, you're not getting a number either. So there's some deficiencies in the way the app is handling data, in my estimation. You should be able to get more detail than it's showing you. Gives you summaries, though. Relaxed, normal, and then it's not showing the rest of the items here. But I'm only in those two zones. They may show up if I had more stress going on. And your last 7 times, and you can measure that remotely as well. So that's a good thing. GPS exercise invokes the GPS in your phone when you take the phone with you with the watch, and you can do a running, walking, cycling, anything that's going to make a trace, and then you should be able to see that route on the app as well. And your overall exercise records, when you do that, will show up in here. That's the section now for all of your information. This is on how you manage the watch itself, the Btalk 3. Different watch faces are available in here. These are the ones that are installed. That's the one that I've got from the face gallery. And when you come into the gallery, you have different categories. And in those categories, you have different faces. And you go into the category itself, and then you'll see all these different faces. And here they are. Nice collection. Very different. A lot of different designs in here as well. You download them from the server, you install it to the watch, and then you've got it on your watch. Some of them are thematic by holidays and so forth. Overall notifications, things you want to turn on, so when you swipe up on the watch, you'll see those notifications coming to you. You can set alarms, the remote shutter, contacts. Others is where you have your 12, 24-hour, your imperial or metric, do not disturb periods. Again, we've covered a lot of this stuff, so just typical things that you would set up to get the watch to work just the way you'd like it to. You can set the city and the units for temperature. Ladies, your physiological cycle information is there, and it's got the built-in calendar too. If you want to do some planning and predicting, you can do that all through here. It also shows you your chance of family planning going on as well. How do you like how I handle that, huh? I'm getting better at it. I was kind of embarrassed at first. Profile, this is you, your goals, Google Fit, about the Fit. You can upgrade to do beta, new feature testing if you want to with the company, and so forth. And that's the app. So there you go. Here it is on. It's nice, thin. Again, a smaller overall screen, so it works really well for small to medium wristed people, ladies, teens. This is a good one. You got some fun games in there. You got all kinds of data that you can pull up. Again, Bluetooth calling, music player built into it, and all for about $25 or so. The wrist strap is a nice rubberized one, and of course removable, so you can replace it if you'd like to as well with whatever you'd like. The bottom button now gets you into all the exercise workout stuff, and the top button, as we mentioned, gets you into all of your apps and everything else we've already played with. So, where do you get this puppy? From Banggood. That's one of the sources. Again, it's the ZEBLAZE Btalk 3, about a 1.4-inch diameter Ultra HD IPS watch. You can also pick it up from AliExpress, the ZEBLAZE official store over there. Again, around $25, could be less. Check and see if we've got a coupon discount for you. And always head over from our links because the prices keep changing, and you can sometimes catch a flash sale or a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. You never know. So before you jump in, check both sources, see where you'd like to go. Alrighty, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.